Hello, people of YouTube, it's Deepak here, and welcome to the DCS news for the 29th of June, 2024. I hope you all enjoyed that, my most recent video all about the Kiowa Warrior. Kiowa Warrior. I'm still getting confused every time I go to say that about what exactly is the correct pronunciation. All about using the unguided rockets and the gun. Yeah, it's my continuing series all about that particular aircraft, which I'm now self-conscious about saying. Next, we'll probably make our way into doing the Hellfires and the APKWS, the actual guided weapons that are used by this particular helicopter. Let's jump onto chat and see what everyone's up to. Welcome to the stream, Tea Kettle Barbecue. Only Napalm, who's now a cat person. Mark S. Pink Floyd. Tog. Tier 0, Faltraver, James Fenton, Paul Gardner. Thank you very, very much indeed for the gifted memberships. That's excellent. We've got a whole bunch of new people. The Quinoa Warrior, yes, indeed, Paul Gardner. JP Gibbons, welcome. John Bluer, frantic, just throws the gauntlet down. Thank you. That's extremely kind. Thank you very much indeed. We have so many Deepak's ground crew members now. The group is growing and growing. There are a bunch of benefits, of course. You gain access to the Deepak's ground crew Discord server, where you can interact directly with me. I've been uploading some mission files that I use for the purposes of making the tutorials. I need to upload some more of those. And I'm also looking to do the occasional flying session. The next one that we do will be in the Kiowa. That's my intention. Bartman7490, welcome to the stream. There's not a huge amount of stuff going on this week. Of course, next week is going to be the big excitement where we're going to get a large update, which is supposed to, at least, include the Chinook and the first iteration of the Afghanistan map. So we have exciting times coming up. But this week, actually, there's really just the newsletter, although I have actually picked out a couple of Stormbird's articles about new hardware releases as well, just for something extra to talk about. Orleans Junkie, welcome. Seanam81, howdy, I've been flying the Kiowa more than the F4. I feel so dirty. Yeah. Yes, I've also been flying the F4. The F4 is great. I also intend to do a little bit of a series on that slightly later. I just decided to jump into the Kiowa first. So there will be videos coming, or at least more videos coming on the F4. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the Eagle Dynamics newsletter and talk about that as we always do. Dear fighter pilots, partners, and friends, the DCS Summer Sale 2024 is in full swing, and now also on Steam. Don't miss the opportunity to update your collection with something truly special. Browse all our aircraft, terrains, add-ons, and campaigns now, and benefit from massive savings of up to 50%. We've been reworking ground unit AI target detection with a current focus on ground units' ability to acquire, engage, and destroy aerial targets more realistically. This is also important to ensure non-air defense ground units behave correctly in the presence of aerial targets. Please read the details below. I wonder if they're alluding to the classic sniper AK soldiers who, if you're flying nearby, will just knock you out the sky. It's been a problem for a while. Tog, today's DCS news, newsletter and VAF pimping. Gotcha. Pink Floyd, there's a small mod that makes the F-15E radar work called Budgie. It's on the DCS site and it works. Yes. I have heard this mentioned. Some people in VAF were talking about this actually. There is supposedly a fix available. I've not tested it myself. I haven't taken the F-15 up recently. I need to give that one a try, and I can feedback, let you all know if that's working for me or not. But I will, of course, be pimping the VAF as I always do a little bit later in the video. Yes. What's everyone saying? Pink Floyd works for him. Paul Gardner, in MP it seems to be an issue. Okay, fair enough. So it's not working for everyone, apparently. Continuing, we're delighted to announce the new DCS UH-1H, the Stormfront campaign by Low Level Heaven. This will be available for purchase on the 3rd of July, along with our next upcoming DCS update. Stay tuned for the impressive update coming soon. Thank you for your passion and support. So, of course, yes, the summer sale, we've already talked about that last week. It is ongoing. It's lasting until the 14th of July at 1500 GMT in our eShop. And in the case of on Steam, it's open until the 11th of July at 1700 GMT. So the sale is ongoing for those two storefronts. And then we've got the only kind of big bit of development news from Eagle Dynamics this week. Ground units improved AI behavior. One of the most commonly requested improvements to DCS, apart from the clouds and their effect on AI, and the ATC and the completion of the supercarrier. That's not what they say, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, has been the behavior of ground artificial intelligence units. In this newsletter, we'd like to bring you up to date on these ongoing efforts. We are currently reworking the target detection of ground units. Here is how it works now. The AI detects a target as soon as it enters the kill zone, and the target is immediately designated for attack. If the target is within range in the new version, the range and time after which the target is detected will depend on the crew's level of training, the unit's state, and the sights with which the unit is equipped. Let's consider an example. An aircraft approaches a BMP-2. The BMP is in a green state, and the crew are visually searching the surroundings. An average crew will detect the aircraft at a distance of 2 to 3.5 kilometers, while an excellent crew will detect the aircraft at 4 to 5 kilometers. As you can see, the values float because the AI has a probability of detection depending on the range. In another situation, the BMP-2 crew is in a red state, with hatches closed and observation only conducted through the commander and gunner sights. Consequently, it will be more challenging for the crew to see the enemy. Additionally, the target may not be in the sight's field of view. For example, an aircraft approaches from high altitude. Let's consider another case, where we are dive bombing a target convoy from 4,000 meters. Within the convoy are 10 units that include a tank, infantry fighting vehicles, and a SAM. As seen in the screenshot, 5 units, SAM and 4 IFVs, managed to react to our attack, but only the SAM managed to attack. Thus, the upcoming change should address the issue of non-air defense ground units being too capable of engaging aircraft. However, as mentioned earlier, this is just our first step, and we will continue to refine the ground AI, especially pertaining to line of sight, such as trees and obstacles, meteorological conditions, target parameters such as airspeed and maneuvering, and manual aiming compared to sensor-aided aiming. We will also add more varied firing methods, such as barrage fire versus directed fire, which is particularly relevant for manually aimed guns. Please stay tuned as we keep you updated on our progress of ground AI. Tier 0, don't worry about slow news weeks, Deepak. Paul Gardner is filling up the show. Soon the news will be a short intro to the main event of thanking ground crew and VAF pimping. That's true. That's very true. It's going to become more and more onerous, but that's a level of onerousness that I'm perfectly happy with. Yeah, not wrong. I can't make this menu go away so I can read the chat. There we go. Paul Gardner, ED did state this morning that the new Flaming Cliffs will definitely be in the coming patch. So actually, this means that next week's patch is probably going to have a ton of new stuff. It's going to be very interesting. Stuart McLean, late to the party, but here now. Sueco Bandito, howdy. Bartman7490, very new to DCS. What's the easiest helicopter or plane to fly? The Ka-50 is quite easy to fly, and also the Kiowa Warrior is easy to fly. I would say both of those are pretty easy to fly. Mi-8 is also not too bad. Pink Floyd, free trials, give them a go. Yes, actually, that's a super good suggestion. You can trial any of the modules, so I would do that first. Orleans Junkie, ground needs more humans to feel natural. Let's be real, it is an issue, but all AI games suffer. Yeah. Nice. And then moving on, UH-1H Worlds Apart Stormfront campaign by Low Level Heaven Mission Development. Introducing the Stormfront campaign for the DCS UH-1H, the latest story-driven campaign set in the spring of 2025, which hasn't happened yet. As a continuation of the Worlds Apart series. You step into the boots of a German UH-1H helicopter pilot of the renowned German Army Wolfpack Squadron. the Heeresflieger. This campaign offers a rich narrative experience with 12 missions, 3 of which are split into A and B segments, totaling 16 missions. Each mission builds upon the previous, delivering a seamless and evolving storyline with multiple tasks per mission. Stormfront is designed to challenge even the most seasoned pilots, yet it provides extensive support for beginners, ensuring a rewarding journey for all, with countless language outputs and a comprehensive 77-page manual detailing every mission. Stormfront immerses you deeply into its demanding yet exhilarating world. Prepare to experience the intensity and intricacy of modern helicopter operations in this meticulously crafted campaign coming in the next DCS update. We truly hope you're taking advantage of the important savings in the summer sale and that the development progress in the ground unit's AI is to your satisfaction. Well, it hardly could be yet. We've not tried it. Please hang in there as we are working on one of the largest updates in the history of DCS, coming to you with impressive new features such as the Super Carrier Air Boss Station. I'd actually forgotten about that. Flaming Cliffs 2024, DCS Afghanistan, DCS CH-47F, and so much more. Don't forget, this is also your last chance to benefit from the 30% pre-order discount for both DCS Afghanistan and DCS CH-47F. Thank you again for your passion and support. I may well actually take them up on that offer of the discount, because I definitely want the Chinook. Pink Floyd, Big Newy told me this morning that July 3rd is still on target. Fantastic. Commissar Martin, I'd love to see the infantry overhauled to work in a more naturally, rather than just being little vehicles as far as the game is concerned. Yeah, Tog, you should definitely jump onto Combined Arms. It's actually surprisingly fun. Robbie Hobby, welcome to the stream. Biggest update include a working Mudhen ? Says Tog. Well, apparently with that mod, it is in fact working in single player, but just not so much in multiplayer, unfortunately. I've not tested it myself, so I'll need to give that a go and see how I get on. Anyway, moving on to the next item, we've got 2 articles from Stormbirds. Always check out stormbirds.blog for your flight simulation news needs. Verpal announces new expert series with grip and throttle. This is looking very interesting. This is a new design here. Let me just take out the music so that we don't end up in trouble here. We've got this little trailer for the new expert controls from Verpal. It's looking very, very cool. It's a new grip and a new throttle coming from Verpal, and it looks rather cool indeed. Yeah, that is looking really nice, actually. Clearly designed to somewhat mimic something like a K50 stick, I would say. That's what it looks like to me, at least. The best fighter grip. Welcome, Byron Farrow. Welcome to the stream. Premium metal grip body. Yeah, the Verpal stuff has all been plastic up until now. Really nice looking triggers on here. Yeah, with that kind of fold down trigger, that's very much styled on something like the K50. Nice. You've got the brake lever with the button push at the end of travel. That's nice. Very Ruski. Very good. I want to see a bit more of the throttle, though. Like, the grip looks really cool, but show me the throttle. Colin Kelly, welcome to the stream. Yes, Pink Floyd, I agree. Very, very nice hands. Paul Gardner waiting for the force feedback announcement. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking very, very nice indeed. And this comes not long after them having their cadet series, which was their simpler setup. Yes, yeah, it's very much modelled after a typical Ruski stick. And if you actually, they've got pictures here. I can't actually bring the pictures up, sadly. But if you look at the pictures of the throttle, it basically looks like an upgraded version of the CM3. Like the layout is almost exactly the same, but it's got some additional fanciness. Byron Farrow, from the name, it seems to emulate a flanker grip. Not sure to what degree. Yeah, I get. Well, the thing is, the flanker grip, the K50 grips, they do look rather similar. And then the other one that we have from Stormbirds is the Moza. They've got pre-orders up for their grip with a force feedback base. This is one of the very, very few force feedback units that I've seen. And it looks, well, the base looks extremely chonky, and the grip itself looks mostly like it's styled on something like an F-16. But this kind of strange bar kind of rocker switch is not something I've ever seen before. Very, very cool. Very interesting. So they're taking pre-orders for the base at $549, and their kind of F-16 styled stick grip is $169. So this is looking cool. It's good to see some new hardware for flight simmers. They've also shown images of a throttle and a set of rudder pedals, but I don't know when they're going to be available. Yes. Pink Floyd, how much dollars for that FFB base? Yeah, I just called that out. So yeah, that's coming in at $549, so not cheap. Paul Gardner, someone moaned about this on Facebook, saying not enough Western, and they basically said that the East is not covered as much. It didn't go down well. Huh? Yeah, it's not particularly cheap, that's for sure. It's quite a bit of money, but the thing is, these force feedback systems do tend to be expensive because they are chunky and complex. So it's you're getting a lot of functionality and you're getting what looks like good build quality. But I would, this is a new manufacturer. At least I'm not familiar with them. I think maybe they've done vehicle stuff before, but not flight sim stuff. So it may be worthwhile waiting until the first reviews come in and people actually have these units in their hands. Orleans Junkie already warned the old lady that my Christmas gift is roughly 600. Paul Gardner, the only thing that stopped me buying that was because it's so heavy and mounting seems to be an issue. Yeah, it is going to have to be a fair amount of chonk in that particular unit. It looks very, very heavy. I don't know what the exact weight is, though. And that, in fact, is all of the news that we have for this week. I will go on to Pimp the VAF in just a moment, but I wanted to take this opportunity to encourage everybody who's watching to subscribe, like, and comment. We're slowly creeping up towards the 11,000 subscribers, which is amazing for such a kind of small niche channel such as mine. So thank you so much, everybody, for your support. This is just amazing. It's all of you that make this possible, and I really appreciate your support in me making this content. If you do want to further support me and the channel, you have the option of joining Deepak's ground crew for a small monthly fee by clicking the join button below. And you get some small benefits. You get into the Discord server where you can communicate with the other ground crew and with me. We're occasionally doing some flying together, and I've started posting some mission files up so people can use the same mission files that I have for my tutorials. I am also going to be making some checklists soon as well for different modules, so there will be different benefits for all you ground crew people out there. Pimping the VAF. Orleans Junkie, Windwing is coming out with an FFB. Yeah, that's correct. Mark S, it's only a small niche channel until it isn't. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm slowly working my way up there. Actually, something that's worthwhile mentioning about the channel is that I'm just approaching 10 years of doing DCS videos. My channel has actually been up for a little bit longer than that, but I wasn't doing actual DCS tutorial content before then. But we're just coming up on the 10-year anniversary of my very first DCS tutorial, which was in the F-86 Sabre. And I don't want to give anything away just yet. I will be making a post about it a bit later, but I'm going to do something. So you'll see. You'll see all about that. JP Gibbons, the SA map is also getting a big update. That's true. Orleans Junkie. Oh, Verpal. Yeah, Verpal is very good. I like Verpal. My complete setup is Verpal just now. Nice. But yeah, thank you very, very much, everybody. We're getting very close to that 11K, and like I said, we're just about to hit the 10-year anniversary, so that's a big milestone for me, and I will certainly do something. So, for now, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, press the wrong button. We're going to go ahead and pimp the VAF. The Virtual Air Force is a virtual online squadron originally started by myself and Dot Chuckles many, many years ago. We're flying on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. UK time. We're in kind of EU time zones, so probably best for people in the EU as opposed to Americans. But everybody is welcome. Everyone's welcome to fly with us. Go ahead and click the Discord link in the show notes below. And we're always looking for more pilots. We're looking for air traffic controllers, mission makers, livery makers, scripters. Everybody is welcome. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the Discord. We currently have active squadrons for the Harrier, the F-16, the F-18, the F-4, and we have a combined rotary squadron who are flying a whole bunch of different helicopters. So please come and join us. Everybody is welcome, and it's a good laugh. It's just a really good bunch of people. Well worth coming and flying with us if you would like. Stuart McLean, Virpil rocks. 7 years now. I wonder how long it is I've had my stuff. It must be about the same, actually. I think I had like one of the early CM1 throttles and sticks. And my CM1, the cable actually broke not that long ago, and I got a CM3. But the CM1 would actually be repairable. I should go back and actually rewire the cable, and then I could sell it on. Something sounds like an ED announcement. Something confirmed, coming soon to a screen near you. Yes, something will definitely happen. So yeah, speaking of the ground crew, I will give them a little shout out soon, but that's basically everything we've got for this week. I've been Deepak. Every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. UK time, I post a new tutorial video. The current series is all about the Kiowa Warrior. Next week I'll be doing APKWS and Hellfires, which should be a bunch of fun. That's always followed by the DCS News, which just happens to be this thing, what you're watching right now. Big shout out to the ground crew. Again, if you want to join, click the join button below. I really appreciate those of you who've already done so. Thank you very, very much. Autothrust Blue, Byron Farrow, Channel Right, JR Walker, Chandler Hedgewald, Griff Nizzle, Mr. Yeti, Bread, Tier Zero, Sean I Am 81, Charts, John Bluer, Tea Kettle Barbecue, Whiskey Dale, Stuart McLean, Mangash, Exorcist, B. Denson, Nick Condas, Tahouster, Nor, Hammy, Shmoo78, JP Gibbons, Frederick Leistrom, Mike Delta, Pink Floyd, Matt, Fultraver, Clive Parrott, Paul Dillon, Daniel A. Garcia, Ised Pierre, Colin Kelly, Mark S., Jason O., Jacob Siebel, Paul Gardner, Michael, Paul Hammond, Paul Cope, Soko the Isopod, Ryan McGee, Okie Jerky, Carl Roberts, Polkit Games, Irish Pat 64, Zathrus, Stephen Frank, Operator Pusky, Sandbox Code, Wilso845, A Balance, Osprey, Springer11, and now I'm actually have to hit refresh because I think some more people joined during the course of that, so let me double check that I'm not missing anyone. Where did I get to? Yeah, Springer11. Okay, one moment. Dre Sanchez, Brian Piper, Guido DH, Warrior 4588X, Leo Netzel, Jürgen Dressel, Stiggy Wiggy, Jacob Douglas, Eric Jonsson, and Rick Xia. Oof, so many names. Like it's amazing, and thank you so much, Paul Gardner, for gifting all of those memberships to everybody. Amazing, absolutely amazing. It just gets bigger every week. That's what she said. Probably not. Paul Gardner, that's 10% of the news today. He needs some water. Start again. No, it's fine. It's fine. I got them all in the end. So in any case, that's the DCS news for this week. I'll be back next Saturday, and stay tuned for the 10-year anniversary thing that I'm going to do. So in any case, fly safe, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta.